We are all here in this together. Last stream before vacation. I am going to miss this for sure. But there are some very exciting things on the horizon for when we come back from vacation. It looks like we might actually be playing a Tina-Chomp mirror, which is really crazy. We played a pretty phenomenal mirror yesterday, the Whimsicott mirror. Raise your Whimsicott if you were here for the Whimsicott mirror yesterday. That was epic, all right? That was like very, very cool. I loved that. That was one of the funniest mirrors I think I'd ever played. And thank you so much, Straw Hats Are Cool, for those 100 bits. You rock, Straw Hats. Making your way onto the bit leaderboard. You rock, dude. Thanks for the support. And looks like this may very well indeed be a Tina-Chomp mirror. So I'm going to start off by getting ourselves a Jirachi into the active position, I think. Seems reasonable. Just get an Inkay. Pokécom that away. I already got the Escape Board. I already got the Switch. So it just seems like the most reasonable maneuver. And then we got a big Lillie for a ton. This is my favorite way to play Malamar in this new format, and I think that Malamar is just a deck like a lot of players know it's got potential. We know it can do something. I need to start the squad stream. How do I? Oh, let's do that. Boom. We're gonna start squad stream. All right, we have engaged. I have done it. Very cool. All right, we are now starting our squad stream. Sorry about that, guys. We're good to go now. I'll make sure Azul knows. I did now. Awesome. All right, we're in there with the squad stream, so that should be live now. Thank you, Mac Attack, for those bits. Let's get this hand going here. We got Viridian. I can discard energy, get more energy in the discard pile. You might need to refresh. Now that I've started the squad stream, go ahead and refresh your browser and make sure that you are in there with the squad stream. Now, we have not found a second Inkay. Would really like to do that. So we got Pokemon Communication, which is fine. I can trade away the Giratina, get myself a second one, though I would like to just put an energy on the Giratina and more or less guarantee myself a turn 2 attack. I mean, it would be pretty easy to obtain if I do that. So I'm thinking I'm just going to bench this instead. We're playing a mirror, so I'll probably just go here and say, all right, turn 2, I'm looking to just Psychic Recharge once, attach, and swing. We'll do that. Cool. Mask for Mascara says, woo, my favorite players. I got back into the trading card game competitively because of y'all. Can't wait to see you guys at Worlds. Thank you so much, Mask. Kind words. And with the Jirachi and the Acro Bike and the fact that I saw some Dragon cards there, does seem like a mirror. I wonder if he's playing Ultra Necrozma, though. If he's playing Ultra Necrozma, this could get kind of ugly because he has the option to Sky Scorching Light in the game. Sky Scorching Light is definitely bad for the Malamar mirror, being able to deal 60 damage to all of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Jirachis just don't really stand a chance against that, but it looks like it is the Garchomp Giratina. He's going to trade that away, revealing that it is indeed a Tina-Chomp mirror. So we've got a Tina-Chomp mirror on our hands. I don't know too much about the Tina-Chomp mirror. He's got a fantastic starting hand as well. Lillie for 8. I imagine that we're just leading with our Giratinas. Spell tag damage should matter, I think, because if we can build up enough spell tags, you could take a take knockouts. Acro Bike to discard Inkay. We got Rukan asking, what in the world in his hand was better than an Inkay? I don't know. But Rukan in the chat, tell me a little bit about what you think goes into this Malamar mirror here. If you've got any insight for me, I would gladly take it. I imagine we're just going in with Tina's and trying to scoop the game up with... We both probably play Espeon and Deoxys. I play Espeon and Deoxys in my list, so I have 3 spell tags in my deck. I also have Espeon Deoxys. I think with 2 spell tags and Espeon Deoxys, I should be able to just win the game. I think. I mean, that's kind of like the big theory here. We can thin our deck a little bit. I don't think any of us are playing Ultra, if I had to guess. Got the Mewtwo and Mew. I could trade that away with Pokemon Communication, get myself the Malamar that I need. Got Malamar in the deck, Dedenne in the deck. There's my Espeon Deoxys as well. I think the Espeon Deoxys is going to be pretty vital, if I had to guess. But I know that from watching Azul yesterday, he seemed like he was a fan as well of the Espeon Deoxys. So I think that he's probably playing it too. We're just going to Cynthia. And see what we get. Pretty nice grabs for us. We've got an Inkay and a Malamar definitely going down. I can just use the Stellar Wish, see if we get anything meaningful. Cynthia to draw more cards next turn. Definitely good. And then we're cruising. At this point, turn 2 attack. Giratina in the mirror. Seems good. I'm not playing Esper in my list right now. I think I'm just playing Espeon Deoxys instead. So we got the turn 2 Shadow Impact. I'm going to place... Wow, placing the 40 damage. I mean, you got to place it on the Giratina because, I mean, we know he's going to take that knockout. I can't really afford to place it on any of my benched Pokemon. If I do, then we're in a lot of trouble because we got to worry about the snipe attacks, we got to worry about the spell tags adding up, so on and so forth. So definitely all the Shadow Impact damage I think is going on to myself. And let's see, Rukan says, if I were playing Ultra Malamar and my opponent didn't have Custom Catcher, I'd try to attach Metal and Psychic to a damaged Jirachi and slap a healthy Malamar. You could slap? That's pretty crazy. I guess, you know, but I'm not playing Ultra Necrozma. We're both playing Tina Chomp here, which makes things pretty interesting. I think the big question for me is he playing Espeon Deoxys? I think he's probably running Espeon Deoxys in the non-GX version of Malamar, but we can mostly expect that to not be a thing here. Now, I didn't see if my other Giratina was prized, but if I have access to both my Giratinas, I can put the spell tag on this Inkay and double knock it out with Distortion Door damage. I have Treasure and Viridian access, but it looks like he does grab the Mysterious Treasure, so he's taking that play away from me for sure. We're going to look at putting the spell tag damage, I believe, onto the Jirachi. Seems like the best place to put it. Like, we know that that's probably just going to stay there and eventually go down as a bonus prize for me. So that seems really good. And then we can potentially build up these Malamars with Giratina pings for a knockout. But the Jirachi seems good. The Malamars are also really strong. I mean, I could potentially just wipe out all the Malamars from play with my GX attack, but I feel like putting 4 here is just a great start. So let's get that going. We'll promote the Jirachi and go from there. I'm pretty confident in my ability to pick out these Malamars, but I think just like bumping myself ahead in the prize trade, taking away his free retreater, definitely helps here. I would have gone for the Inkay for sure if that was an option for me. We'll Acro Bike first and pick Malamar and discard a Malamar, unfortunately. We are also going to end up using I should have waited to use the Viridian. I wish I could cancel this, but it's fine. We'll just discard another Psychic Energy. I do have my other Giratina in the deck. That would have been good. I could have Mysterious Treasured for it, discarded it, so on and so forth. So that, a little bit of a missed opportunity there, but it's fine. We'll get this out. Distortion Door. I can Stellar Wish now, see if I find another... Even if I find a Pokemon Communication, I still get to pull off the Giratina play. Finding the Mysterious Treasure is really good. Thank you so much, SDMC 1994, for that sub. Much appreciated. We'll just get rid of this Viridian. Get the Giratina. And then we're going to Mysterious Treasure that Giratina away. We have an option for another ping with our Giratina, which is good. And then the rest, I only have one spell tag left in the deck. That kind of hurts. I'm wondering if putting the Inkay down actually kind of makes my board position a little bit weaker. I feel like I don't want that down, like until potentially later when there isn't a spell tag to put onto it, because he could go spell tag double Giratina ping and knock that out. So I'm just going to fail that. And there's no points in using the switch, anything like that. We'll just Cynthia to draw more cards. We did hit our one of spell tag. That is so busted. So we'll take it. Got Psychic Recharge twice onto the bench Giratina. And then I think I don't want to put down the other Inkay. That's just like my gut feeling. I've never played this mirror match before, but it feels correct to not do that. I do like just bringing out this guy. We're going to Distortion Door, probably just place here and here again. Get those guys a little bit closer to KO range. Spell tag on the Giratina. And that's just like a perfect turn for us. Absolutely everything we wanted. No use in using that reset stamp. So we're good to go. Got the knockout. And we'll see where Azul chooses to place his 4 damage counters. I think the Jirachi feels like the correct play, because you need to take that bonus prize at some point in the game. Hopefully I rip my final spell tag off the prizes here. My final spell tag is prized. I run 3 of them. So that's like really useful. Another interesting thing in this matchup is that you could actually bring a Giratina Garchomp out into play, and if neither of us has any damage on it, there's actually going to be no way for us to take one-hit knockouts on it, especially if it's in the active position. Our only way to get damage on a Tinachomp is to place that damage with spell tag. You can see that we're both just kind of dancing around with our Tinas and our spell tags right now. Or Distortion Door. And if it's in the active position, we got the spell tag. That is a fantastic rip for us. We should be in cruise control to pretty much wrap this game up with the Espeon Deoxys. Espeon Deoxys can place 10 damage counters. I'm going to take a bonus knockout on this Jirachi, and then I'm going to be able to Espeon Deoxys, I think, like both of those Malamars for game. So let's see, he's got the Giratina, he's got the backup spell tag as well, and a Lillie for 4. Be able to use Stellar Wish, get some other sauce out of his deck. Now I'm wondering if Reset Stamp will come into the equation. I recently put that in my Malamar deck. I didn't have it previously. We were just kind of riding on just trying to be consistent. I mean, I didn't play Reset Stamp because we don't have like a great way to search it out. Yes, Jirachi can search it out. I just felt like we wouldn't be able to time it at the correct time. But I think that Reset Stamp could be big. It looks like we will both just be down to very small amounts of cards left in our decks, though, I have to say. I mean, he's only got 15 cards left. All right, we're going to place... I mean, we could place 4 on the Malamar or 4 on the Inkay. No. I mean, we take the bonus knockout on the Jirachi now. I will get that with Giratina Ping later, so it doesn't really matter. We could just put probably 4 on this guy. That's cool. And then we'll promote our Jirachi. We're going to get the double knockout, so that's good. And I have another spell tag, which is just wild for us. He did give me another Inkay. I've already popped this Giratina, so I couldn't do the spell tag double knockout, so like that was cool for him. I'm in another situation. Right, I'm in another situation where I can't put down the Inkay because of his spell tag, but I am very close to just being able to take game. So I will pop this Giratina. We're going to take out this, and I think we're putting another one here on the Malamar. Now, I also have Pokemon Communication. I don't really have too many other ways to thin my deck. I mean, I think card I probably won't need. I mean, I say Jirachi. I might end up needing that Jirachi later, like with a switch or something like that. So I'm not going to thin anything out of the deck yet. I'm just going to Stellar Wish. And we've got the Mysterious Treasure and a Cynthia. The Mysterious Treasure is really good. That just gives me an out to the... it gives me an out to the dude that I need to hit, the Espeon Deoxys. So we need to use Espeon Deoxys in order to just win this game with a double knockout, I believe, which we're really close to being able to do. So we're chilling. I don't think he could take a knockout on this Malamar. If he does, I'm in a bad spot. I think I might want to bench the Inkay, just as like kind of a fail-safe. He could take 2 prizes next turn, but if he does take 2 prizes next turn on my Jirachi and my... I guess he could take 3 prizes next turn if I bench the Inkay. Bench Mew Mew and send up Tina. That's what I kind of think, like benching the Mew Mew, sending up Tina. I mean, he can't deal with it, right? And then we're just setting up a Division GX, which is good. But I think, like, if we bench the Inkay, I mean, that's just going to go down. It's going to, like, really accelerate the game state. I have to put all of my energy onto... Let's just get this guy. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So we're going to use Psychic Recharge here twice onto our dude. But the Espeon Deoxys, I can't put any extra energy onto it. You know what I mean? Like, I got to use all of my energy attachments here. So I don't really know what the point of benching it preemptively is, other than the fact that he may try to reset stamp me. So I think we might just reset, might just bench it because it doesn't really matter. And then we only need like a few cards left in order to try and win the game. I could just reset stamp here, and he might miss a knockout. I kind of like that. He's got a gigantic hand. So we'll just put that back in. And then do this. And we Shadow Impact. Put 4 on myself. And then we kind of just have game squared away with a double knockout on both his Malamars next turn. We got attachment and just cross division for 10 is all we need. I think that this is perfect because we're trying to guard against Reset Stamp. And all I need is Switch Energy. The Viridian gives me energy. It's assuming he knocks out my Jirachi. I'll need Switch Energy in order to win. But we'll see what he opts to do off of this. Definitely a grindy board state. I think reset stamping him is correct because that lowers his odds. A, it lowers his odds of being able to attack next turn. B, it lowers his odds of reset stamping me, and I have win in hand. So I think that's optimal here. We also want to lower his odds. He might play the Esper. I don't think that he can get enough damage onto my Espeon Deoxys. He might be able to, in which case we just lost, right? Well, he's got 4 prizes remaining, so I wouldn't have lost necessarily. I would just go get the Mew Mew because he's got 3 prizes left. But if he uses the Esper to KO it, he would need to double Giratina ping, right? Put me at 6. And then he could theoretically, if he puts me at 6, he could deal 120 snipe, which isn't enough. 120 plus 40, plus 60, that's 180. So I don't think he can actually take this out with an Esper. I know he's a big fan of Esper, but him putting the 4 damage counters there makes me think that maybe he is going for an Esper play to finish the game off. I'm excited to see the Espeon Deoxys do what it was intended to do. Like, this is the reason this card is in the deck, is because in the mirror match, it's just going to win you the mirror match, right? Single-handedly. At the end of the game, your opponent is not going to be able to knock it out, not going to be able to catcher it up or anything like that. Unless he's got... I would be floored if there are custom catchers in his list. If he goes, I'd be pretty salty. I think I still win because I've got the Mysterious Treasure to go get the Mew Mew to do it. But I'd be pretty sick if he double custom catchers that up. He's going to scoop it up. He knows I got win in hand, so I'm going to run that one back. See if Azul can take it in game 2. Make sure to give Azul's channel a follow if you haven't already as well at AzulGG. I need to really focus on letting Azul go first here because I never remember to do this. Because we're playing a series. I won. Would I like to go first? No. Okay, there we go. Very well done, Andrew. Another busted hand here. We're cool. Inkay, not busted. Anytime I get a draw supporter in Malamar, I'm like, oh, filthy broken deck. We've got a draw supporter, folks. We're in there. And Viridian, what more could I possibly want? Peter, we're not playing Winner Switch's deck today. We're playing, just each of us, we're going to just play different series every time. So we're both going to switch every time. Just to keep things interesting, keep things engaging. Make sure Andrew doesn't get stuck playing Charizard for 2 rounds in a row where he doesn't know how to play the deck. Bunch of reasons for that. But we're gonna switch every series. So it should be a fresh series every go. So we'll see if we could 2-0 here. I feel like going first is a huge deal in this Malamar mirror. We saw me being able to just get that turn 2 attack with the Giratina was absolutely enormous and kind of set the pace for the entire game. Ditto, super good. Obviously, he's going to want to evolve that up first because it's only got 40 hit points, can get KO'd by a single spell tag. And he's got the Giratina down, the fighting on it already, kind of showing that he doesn't necessarily want to use his Tina Chomp. Like, he doesn't really care about that. He's just going to be putting these fighting energy wherever they need to go in order to get the turn 2 attack. And doing that gives him the best option of getting the turn 2 attack. Make sure you're laying that energy down. We saw in the last game, I was able to get a turn 2 attack by just limiting myself to 1 Malamar. In this mirror match, we know that we don't play any way to really knock out an Inkay on turn 2, right, on the bench. So that Inkay was safe. By getting the turn 1 attachment to Giratina, you increase your odds of being able to get that attack exponentially. We see Azul actually trading away an Inkay. He's got 2 Inkay and a Ditto on his bench. I don't think that he suspects that he'll need any more than that. And I've got kind of a wonky hand here myself. It's like definitely a Cynthia hand. You hate to attach onto the Inkay. I'd much rather not. So I feel like I am just going to burn that. And then we're just going to Cynthia. I really want to find just some other stuff. Okay. Not the worst. Let's start acro biking and see what we get. Skateboard's cool. I'll take that. And we can kind of skid it into a Jirachi, but I would love to find another Inkay, a Mew Mew. I'll take that, I think. And then we could Pokecom the Mew Mew for a Jirachi, retreat into it. Seems fair. Yup. So we'll do that, get Jirachi. We've got Ditto and Inkay, meaning that we are in there for a potential turn 2 attack. Would rather have the Escape Board on the Jirachi, but you know, it's cool. We're winging it. Stellar Wish, Mysterious Treasure, and a Spell Tag, and a Switch. I think we just get Mysterious Treasure for next turn. Though I do need to... It's tough. I don't have an energy. In order to get the turn 2 attack, I mean, Mysterious Treasure is going to help us get there. I don't think that I can actually afford to get rid of this Spell Tag. I think I need to keep that. So, we're just going to pass. Feels bad. Definitely feels bad. But we'll see. We said this last game, going first, definitely huge. He's going to now knock out my Jirachi just like I did to him this past game. It's going to be a real test of this deck to see if I can draw into the cards that I need to get a turn 2 attack. No attachment, turn 1 to a Giratina. That feels bad. No Tina in play. Also feels bad. We can potentially just Mysterious Treasure our top deck away, go get Giratina, put the spell tag on it, and Cynthia. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, we're going to promote the Inkay because it's got free retreats with the Escape Board, but kind of yikes. Or we got Malamar. So, actually bad because I just have to evolve that Inkay there on the bench. Cynthia, I don't really feel like I can just discard that Malamar. We can. I mean, I could discard the Malamar. We certainly don't need 4. And then I would be able to get the Giratina and the spell tag. I would have to draw into 2 Malamars and a switch. Feel like I'm just going to bop that spell tag. That seems fine. It's not great. Don't get me wrong. It's not what we want. But I think guaranteeing myself the Malamar here is stronger. So we're going to do that. We really cannot, in any circumstances, let that Ditto go down. We got Reset Stamp, Acro Bike, Pokémon. So I need to get another Psychic Energy into the discard pile. I need to draw into a switch off of this. It needs to be switch Psychic Energy. Is that too much to ask? We'll see. No switch. We got a Tinachomp, though. We could go in with Tinachomp. Doesn't seem super optimal. But it is an option available to us. I could Pokemon Communication away and Inkay. I could Dedenne. I mean, that's kind of a nuclear option. Dedenne-GX doesn't feel good. I think I just missed the attack this turn, which feels horrible. Linear attack is not good, but I could use the Mew Mew and try to... It just seems bad. All right, so we're going to Psychic Recharge onto our Giratina. And he's going to be going up 2 prizes before we get to attack. We're going to Viridian and get rid of the Tinachomp, I guess. Doesn't feel good. Psychic, we don't have the switch. Alright, I think I'm just going to retreat into Inkay here, and we have to pass. No turn 2 attack from me. That's brutal. I don't think we're going to be able to come back from this, so we're just going to have to concede and be able to go first in game 3. We'll see, though. I mean, spell tags are huge. Espeon Deoxys is huge. We have a guaranteed attack here. That's good. He's put a lot of damage on his active, but I have to knock that out. I can't not knock that out. So, promote Inkay again. Let's see what it is. There's a spell tag. Okay, that's keeping us in the books a little bit. Psychic recharge onto our Giratina. We got the spell tag. We'll take that knockout. I also have Mysterious Treasure. I really don't want to get rid of Reset Stamp, but I also kind of want to keep that Pokemon Communication just in case I need it. I think it's Reset. No, yeah, we got rid of this. We'll get rid of this Inkay. I think I'm down 2 Inkay now, which is like, no, I got an Inkay left. We're cool, chilling. I used a Ditto, so we'll get our other Malamar. And then just retreat. It just feels really not good. Azul's got a gigantic hand, so I ain't really trying to have that. And then I've got no energy in the discard pile. That's pretty horrible. And a 0 card hand. Chillin'. I mean, we could Dedenne. Oof. Eventually, but I think we're going to end up just scooping this one up super quick. Like, Azul knows what it is. I needed to get a second Psychic recharge. I'm out of Psychics in the discard pile. Maybe you just, like, forcibly go with the Dedenne in this matchup if you have to. But he's just got more or less game spelled out on board. I'll wait and see what my top deck is. Top deck isn't it. We're going to game 3, and I'll go first. This mirror, something that I've noticed in this current standard format is the mirror matches don't feel good. The Pikarom mirror, not good. The Charizard mirror, not good. Blacephalon mirror, that's actually ridiculous. This mirror, ridiculous. Right? The Whimsicott mirror, hilarious, but ridiculous. I don't really know if there's too many mirror matches that I love in this format that feel great. He's able to get his other Giratina online, discard that. Think we're just going to game 3. If I top deck Cynthia, sure, I'll keep playing. But he's got so much damage on these. I could bring out the Mew Mew and use Mew Mew's GX attack, I guess, at the very end of the game to try and like keep these guys from dying, which is hilarious. But I don't think that that is necessarily the way either. But it is something that I can do. It's in my bag of tricks. He's got Shadow Impact, Spell Tag to boot. Yeah. We're out of this one, folks. Oh, I get to pick. Okay, yeah, we're going to put 4 on the Jirachi. And then promote my Malamar with the Escape Board. It's about scoop 30. But just want to let it play out. Yeah, I'm cool, bro. You got this. Game 3 of the Malamar Mirror Series. I can almost guarantee you that it is going to be who comes, who goes first, who comes up with the first attack. That's what it seems like. Who comes up with the first attack, who goes first. That kind of seems like that's going to be what defines this mirror match. That was a great starting hand, except for the lack of Pokemon and supporter. All right, we've got Jirachi Inkay start. This is good. This is a hand that can produce a turn 2 attack going first for sure. So we should be in there. Losing that Jirachi early, I mean, that's another thing. Oh, and he starts a Tina Chomp. Gotta say, that's rough. So, got Pokemon Communication. We'll definitely just trade away our Malamar in our hand. We've got Giratina. I can discard that, which is cool. Or I could discard a Psychic Energy. I think, yeah, we're just going to discard that. Get ourselves another Inkay. And then see what we get off Stellar Wish. Looking for a draw supporter would be ideal. Viridian, I'll take that too. It's just going to help us to get that into the discard pile. And then my hand is good. So I'm cool to just bench these 2 Inkays. Unfortunately, you got to pop the Tina out because you just got to get a turn 1 attachment to it, so we're not sniping anything. And then we'll just wait and see for turn 2. We do need a couple cards still. I need to get this Jirachi out of the active position. I need to get... potentially should have just attached the Fighting. I think attaching the Fighting here is better. For sure, now that I'm like looking at it, because you might want to discard that Fighting Energy later. But we should be at a huge advantage here, starting with the Garchomp and Giratina, you know, on Azul's side. That's just 3 prizes for us. He's got no way to get that thing out of the active position. But that being said, he is going to put pressure on. He's going to be using linear attack here. I don't play Mew from Unbroken Bonds in my list, so there is no stopping that from just picking things off on my side of the field. Like, we need Malamars pronto to get these Inkays out of harm's way. So it could be, you know, it could be interesting for him if he's able to kind of house with this thing for a little bit and then get it safely onto the bench, where it could just soak an attack and then put him ahead if I'm not able to clean it up later in the game. So we'll see where he opts to put this 40 damage. Definitely a strong start with the turn 1 attack. We got Mysterious Treasure. Gonna Stellar Wish first and just see what I get. Cynthia, cool. That's good. We'll take that. All right. Definitely should have attached the Fighting Energy. Live and learn, Andrew. It's okay. Thank you so much. Straw Hats are cool for being cool with that Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate you. We're going to evolve this Inkay here. And then Viridian away that Pokecom. Get a Psychic Energy. Treasure away the Psychic Energy. Get another Malamar. Now I'm cool. I'm in there. I just need to find a switch off of this Cynthia in order to guarantee myself the attack. So let's go. Hey, what do you know? That ain't a switch. So I can do one of 2 things. I can either play very conservatively and just let this Jirachi get knocked out. Let him linear attack again. He should just be able to put this on the bench. If I don't... I could have attached to the active, but I needed... Like, I wanted a Stellar Wish. No, I could have, but I had to Stellar Wish for a piece of that. So he's sleep. I mean... So I stellar wished for a card to get the second Malamar out. I don't think I just go full nuclear into Dedenne here. I mean, you could. I get to hit into the Garchomp Giratina, which is huge. It's 3 prizes. You know, let's live a little. I mean, I think, because then if he just like linear attacks again, I will get to hit into it. I think I'm cool. All right, we're just going to do this. This feels bad, though. Feels very bad. But we'll see how it works out for us. I'm just not sure if I have the options to knock out this tag team. Because here's the deal. If I hit it for 130, I mean, I could clean it up with Espeon Deoxys. That's kind of like the only way I do it. If I go Dedenne, but then if I miss the attack off the Dedenne, then I'm in a very bad spot, right? Because I got 160 hit point 2-prizer on my bench, where I think I can still win this game if I don't. Whereas, like, I'm risking losing the game if I do go for Dedenne. I think I'm still in a fine spot here. I haven't played this mirror match enough to know exactly how, like, this board state plays out, right? So I'm just trying to extrapolate and guess. And he has to go with linear attack again. So I think that since he's going linear attack again, I can win this match. That's like my biggest thing. So I was hoping that he didn't just somehow get the Giratina into the active position and knock out my Jirachi. That would have been like the worst case scenario. So here we're definitely going with the safe play. Like, I'm going to Viridian away, probably the Pokémon. I should have gotten rid of the Psychic. It's cool. All right, we're going to go there. Cynthia. I could have Pokémon. I don't know why I got rid of that. What in the world I was thinking getting rid of that Pokémon. I should have Pokémon for my other Malamar. Have mercy, chat. All right. We've got the switch. Have mercy. We'll grab Lillie. And then I can't actually Stellar Wish because I just have switch. That's fine. Got Cynthia. Take that. And then we're just going to switch into our Giratina and hit this dude. I don't think I actually want to, do any of that. Soul Shadow Impact for 130. That was that I should have definitely traded that Tina Chomp and that other hand away for the other Malamar. I just missed that. Shows my inexperience with the deck. There's like some, that's why I'm a big advocate. Just like at Worlds, at the DC Open, even just for tournaments, League Cups, things like that, definitely just play the deck that you're the most rehearsed with. Because even though I caught that like immediately at the tournament table, like you need to be kind of automatic. You know what I mean? You need to be automatic with like the correct routes every single time. Okay. Promote this. Now Azul's just soaking hits with this. Not going to be able to take a knockout or anything. We have Pokemon Communication. Get rid of the, probably the Inkay. And we're just going to get ourselves the other Malamar and set that up. I think that's reasonable. Yep. And then I just have how many Psychics in the discard pile? 3. We'll Distortion Door. Put our damage counters on the Giratinas there on the bench. Just thin the deck one more. Yo, what's up, Mac Attack? Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. We actually have, we're like almost out of energy, so I do have to be careful there. And we're going to Cynthia. Almost all of my energy is in the discard pile. I need to be very wary of that. Make sure that I'm not over committing my energy to the board, because I do still need some things to kind of buff out in order to win this. And even though I do have 3 Malamars in play, having that attachment from hand is like crucial in a lot of scenarios. So we'll do that. I do get to Psychic Recharge again. I could put that onto my Malamar. I mean, that kind of gives it free retreat. It's fine. And then I'll probably just promote that to guarantee myself those energies in the discard pile, get them off of the Malamar. They don't really need to be there anymore. So this is at 260. If Azul's got a way to heal this, I am in hot mess. Like, I am in a bad spot if he could do that. He is up a prize. I mean, he's taken one, and he's going to take another one here. So he's going to take 2 prizes with this Chomp and weaken my board position pretty considerably. Oh, that's awesome, Abzug. Thanks for supporting the channel. And I agree, Gyro Sean. I think he ain't got it like that, but that's my hope, is that he ain't got it like that. But sometimes they got it like that, you know? In all my time playing, there are times where there are times where they got it like that. And I don't know. I don't think Azul's Malamar list is that spicy, but you never know. I could have spell tagged the Malamar. I would rather, because no, that's spell tagging the Malamar is incorrect, because the spell tag only triggers when it gets knocked out from an attack, and the Giratina is always going to get knocked out from an attack, where the Malamar might get just knocked out from distortion door pings. He can just save that Malamar there with 80 damage on it and be like, oh, I'll just ping that with distortion door, so that he wastes his spell tag. See, so like right now, he's aiming to try and kind of finesse the board in a way that he can't lose. Okay. So I think I just take this knockout. It's not really another great way to do it. No use switching or doing anything like that. No use getting my other energy out of the deck. No use benching anything else. I mean, I think if I put down this Inkay, like, that's something we'll probably have to do. I don't think he'll be able to double knock out my Malamars and my active Giratina in the same turn. So, feels like the correct route is just to attack with Tina. I don't think benching the Inkay is needed. Could be good, though. That does put a lot of pressure on him, because right now I'm so far ahead as far as the board state goes. I don't think I'm getting punished for that. Yep, we're just going to Shadow Impact. It's fine. 3 prizes. I'm taking it. Just put that 40 right on the Giratina. I don't think he's got a way out of this. And then if he hits into my Giratina, I put 4 damage on him. Espeon Deoxys getting close to being able to take game. And with so much energy in my discard pile, I can start to set up the Espeon Deoxys like next turn, right? So then we can get in there for 20 damage snipe, which is really cool. And you know, that's just even more insane. What's up, Tanish? Thanks for joining us, man. Nice to see you again. All right, he's got double Malamar, Giratina, and is probably going to start Psychic Recharging onto his own Malamar. We're both doing that. Like, hey, no guaranteed free retreaters here. So Malamar can do it in a pinch when you need it, if you got enough energy in the discard pile. So he's got Shadow Impact, not really doing a whole lot. I think here, all right, he's going to place 50. I mean, I could place 8. If I place 4 here, he's got 4 left. That's insane. I mean, I could potentially knock out both of these in the same turn with Espeon right now. So, what, 4, we'll put him at 90 to have 40 left. And then I could do 8 here. No, 8 plus 4. That's not it. No, I can't do that. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're just going to put these on the Malamar. And go from there. Nothing fancy. So he's got 40 left. He's got 80 left. I can't win yet, but we're close. We got retreat with the Malamar. There's my other Giratina, so I can just evolve this. I actually just have a jammed bench, so if he doesn't take any of these knockouts, I actually am not going to get that. Yeah, I need that bench space to start charging up Espeon Deoxys. Gonna Viridian away my Giratina. Take a look. We do have Espeon Deoxys in the deck and 2 spell tags. I really want to try and find that Escape Board as well. So let's just yeah, pop one of these Giratinas out. Safest play. And then I think we're just thinning the deck. Though I want to save the Mysterious Treasure in the deck to try and disrupt him. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to Reset Stamp or anything like that. I think it's fine to just attach to the Giratina. No, I'll save it. All right, we're going to Cynthia. Thank you so much, Real Slim Shady. All right, this is a very good hand. This is like exactly what I want. Soul Psychic Recharge 3 times onto the Giratina. And then we actually can retreat into Jirachi and then switch. It gives us another option to just draw into like Spell Tag or something like that. So I kind of like that. The Escape Board's a good grab there. So we'll take it. And then we're going to Acro Bike too. See if we can find anything else good. I think the Lillie is fine to keep in the deck. Just gives us more draw power if he happens to Reset Stamp us. And then we're going to switch into the Giratina, Escape Board, the Jirachi. And yeah, I don't want to actually allocate an energy anywhere else. We're just going to do this. Place my 4 damage counters here. Hope that Azul can't finesse me out of the game. These two... Actually, I can't knock out both of these with Espeon Deoxys right now. So, like, it's a tough situation. I'm actually getting kind of, like, he needs to clean up this Malamar for me. He needs to get one of these out of play. If he doesn't get this Malamar out of play for me, then I'm stuck and can only get so many energy on my Espeon Deoxys. Now, something that I can do, I can't really go in and attack with the Espeon Deoxys either because it gets 1-hit KO'd, right? Yeah, 130 times 2. So I can't do that. We're just kind of grinding out here. Our bench is jammed, weirdly enough. Like, I started setting up this other Malamar thinking that he was going to, like, double KO some Malamars. So now he is just trying to lock me out of the game, which is ironic. If I had a spell tag here, then I would be there. I can KO the Malamar myself, Lillie. That's an interesting thought. I don't want to give him that, but that would have been pretty good. Not gonna lie. GX for 10 doesn't get me there right now. This one's only at, and this one has 3, and this one has 8 remaining. So I have 11. I need to be able to Giratina ping and GX for 10. I am 10 damage short right now of being able to win the game. If he puts down a Jirachi, I win. If he puts down an Inkay, I win there too. So I'm very close. But he knows what his win con is, right? He knows. Now what's interesting is that I do have a play. If I get Mewtwo and Mew into the active position, Mewtwo and Mew actually is not going to get 1-hit KO'd by his Tina. So I can put Mewtwo and Mew into the active next turn. Mewtwo and Mew does not get KO'd. And then I just use like Psychic Club for knockout. No, because then he could put 4 damage counters and he might be able to win with the Giratina. Like Tina Chomp or something like that. I don't think he played a supporter card this turn, right? So like he's still out of a supporter. It might be optimal still to reset stamp him, but we'll see. So I'm in kind of a grinder of a spot. I can get 5 energy onto the Espeon Deoxys. That is not enough. I can do 9 damage to this thing. He can 1-hit KO my Espeon Deoxys, so I can't really do that. Can he take 3 prizes next turn? If I don't KO him? I don't think so. He would have to Giratina ping twice. So I think I just charge up to Espeon Deoxys and pass. Oh, for sure. That's just the play. Yeah. That's the play. That's all we got to do. Okay. So we're going to do that. And we're just going to start loading up Big Boy. And then get in there with a Cross Division GX for game. If we attack into his Will I Lose? He can't take 3 prizes. How's he going to do that? I don't think he could do it. He can't, but like he would need 2 Giratina pings. Does he have 3 Giratina in this deck? I'm not going to knock this one out. So he can't do it. Oh no, it does. Okay, okay. 1 Giratina ping knocks out both Malamars and is active. So, okay. I can't do that. He's got 1 in the discard pile already. And I can't promote this Espeon Deoxys, because then that is going to lose. So I would have to reset stamp him, hope he doesn't have the energy. I think I might have messed this one up, folks. Let's see. Dig for the spell tag, force sudden death. That would be hilarious. I think that's kind of what we're doing, though. Promote. Oh, I have to promote a Malamar. That's it. Okay. Promote a damage. I knew there was like a way out, but I just like, okay. This is correct. Promote a damaged Malamar, then he can't do it. Okay. You're right. That's it. I knew I was like almost there. So we'll Psychic Recharge 1 onto damaged Malamar with Escape Board. Stellar Wish. Ooh. For the spell tag. I think the switch is probably better. Spell tag. I don't really know where this goes. Anywhere, really. And then we're going to pass. All right. That's what we got. You got it, Azul? So promoting the Malamar, he can't ping for KO. That was like the biggest thing we needed to do. And then I was like, oh no, yeah. For some reason I was thinking that these needed 2 pings. Yeah, you're right, Riley. Now that I'm looking at it, I thought I was going to put spell tag here, and then I forgot immediately that it already has Escape Board. So switch would have definitely been the better grab, but it's cool. We're chilling. We're here now. So I don't think that he has a way to drag up anything on my bench, so it shouldn't matter. He's digging for something here. I think he is going to, I guess, look for a big dude, right? Like, I'm trying to snipe 20 for game, so all I need is 2 more energy on my Espeon Deoxys, and that's going to be it. This is a crazy mirror match, though. I've never been in these situations before. I'm just trying to figure it out on the fly. I don't think it matters. Like, he's got the Giratina. He's going to GX this thing. Oh my gosh. But that's fine, right? If he GX it, oh, what if he GXs? If he Tina Chomp GXs my dude, oh, he gonna delete it. Oh my gosh. If he GGNs my Espeon, I have a Mewtwo Mew in my deck. Oh, he doesn't have the switch. I think that's it. I have a Mewtwo Mew, so I think I could have just done it again, like leave him with the same board state, but with Mewtwo Mew this time, and I think I still win that, even if he deletes it. That was a crazy series. Big props to Azul. Awesome games. Wow, I didn't think that that was going to be such an intense mirror match, but sure enough, that was definitely a good series. Make sure to give Azul's channel a shout out. Make sure to go over and say hi.